Hey, welcome to our 6th edition of Behind the Play. We're going to be taking a look today at a clip that we highlighted recently. It was one of Semphis's rounds during the last ESEA LAN. As we all know, his team Quantic played over 400 rounds or something? So the team definitely had points of exhaustion, but they were able to stick out a bunch of tough games. In this case, Semphis was able to win the last round for the map in overtime. Cool. So to start, you have two of the CTs defending A by playing in the site. Now this is obviously really passive in comparison to the default, but it can prove to be successful, but I'll specifically talk about why it worked in this case in just a sec. For now, let's take a look at VG. You can see that their hall/middle split for an eventual A take is in prep by throwing smokes and flashes here. Something you'll also notice, more defensively, is Semphis smokes off halls, and this is to hopefully delay the rush. Quantic is going to throw out a couple of different curveballs to try and delay the T's for as long as possible. In this case, hall players would have to wait even longer to effectively make it out into the site and help their teammates. That's over in halls, but now over in middle, TCK smokes off mid and delays VG's take even further and really pushes back how quickly they'd initially be able to take the site. One of the best traits also, subsequently to this delay, is in this situation, it helped burn out VG's original smokes. We saw them prep smokes back in alt mid really early on, and now with all this time passing, their smokes are thinning out and disappearing. So finally, VG is able to start their execution, they flash smoke middle and porch, and move up towards the site with the hall players. Now here's where Semphis shines, and here's how he does it. Although he's blind in the site, he hides behind that middle box, and I'm going to explain why that box is so good for a defensive position with this type of aggression. But for now, playing two guys in the site does a couple of things. The T in halls is totally unaware if someone's playing balcony, big pit, or graveyard. So while he's busy clearing all of these unknown areas, the CTs can focus their attention solely towards one group of the rush, instead of trying to delegate all of their attention to all entrances of the site. And it forces the Ts to target multiple opponents, making it easier for the CTs to trade kills. Now back to that box in the middle of the site. This one truly provides great coverage, mostly by kind of ducking and weaving against opponents. Ducking behind it actually provides full body cover, but much more importantly is when you're standing behind it. When you're standing still behind it, the best your opponent can do is get a headshot. Your entire lower body is blocked by it, making it an increasingly difficult shot from porch, especially given that the site is slightly elevated upwards. Quick recap, the main factors that contributed to success in this round for Quantic was really their passive setup, knowing that they could focus on site first and worry about halls later, also combined with delaying VG's take for as long as possible. The longer the delay, the faster the take, and the best thing for CTs in a tight, passive setup like this is to have the Ts rush in all at once really quickly and go in blind. The last thing the CTs want in a setup like this is to get peeked and picked off one by one. Thanks for watching. Check out our other Behind the Play videos at ESEAnews.com.